Blazers, Next Play Nation.
Ken Thompson, I play with Triple D Superstars.
Sir, it's first things first. It's only right to start off every segment with doing something that's, it's rare, just giving players their flowers. Like I said, I've watched y'all go against each other. I've watched y'all play as individuals, and just as far as what I've seen in the small amount of time that I have seen it, appreciate everything y'all bring to the game and the specific way y'all bring to it. And then, that's that. But start off definitely by letting us know, when was that first moment that you realized, basketball was, whether you did or not, when did you connect to it enough to like, where you look up, you like, man, I'm just so involved in the sport, like I'm so invested in it?
Well, growing up, I am the youngest brother still. So growing up, I never really paid attention to basketball like that. I mean, of course I liked it because it's basketball, but I used to watch a lot of professional wrestling, WWE, so that was what I was mainly into, and they can tell you that. Like, I had all the wrestling toys every time wrestling came on, all the wrestling games. So that was my profession. I wanted to be a wrestler. But seeing my oldest brothers, they started hooping, playing football. So I gravitated towards it. As they do good, I want to do good as them. And plus, our dad, he was a multi-sport athlete as well. So, I was always the littlest. So I used to see them.
Yeah, know that feeling, being the smallest one on the team. Like, that was almost every team I was even competing with,
Out of nowhere, I got taller than everybody.
Right.
Out of all my brothers. And, then once I started getting tall and watching them, and I started watching the NBA more, my favorite player, LeBron. First, I started off watching Tim Duncan.
Yeah, okay.
Then I, discovered LeBron. Then I used to watch Dennis Rodman. So that's why I get my competitiveness from, because I tell people to this day, I'm the modern day Dennis Rodman, and people don't like that. So because I'm gonna be all in your face, but it's respect at the end of the day.
No, that's real. That's real.
Just looking up to my brothers and just looking up to the NBA. That's what kind of made me, really pushed me over that NBA that basketball line for me.
I started young. I was playing in Louisiana. That's where we're from. We was playing for Marcus Raven for the City League, and I fell for it then. It just, when I just it felt good, man. It felt good though, but I really did fall for it. In my freshman year, I played football, and half the season got canceled. Then I tried out for the freshman team in my high school. Once I made the team, it just took off from there. That's when I really just yeah, I know I can do something with this.
Yeah, 100%. And man, like, how was it growing up, like, in Louisiana? Like, how long did y'all, like, live there? How was that?
It was tough. I mean, it was 5 of us in a 2-bedroom household. So yeah, it was a struggle.
Been there.
4 boys, 1 girl. I mean, we all fortunate to have the same mom and dad. So
they're still alive.
They still alive,
and
married.
It's a blessing. Yeah, it's a blessing.
Yeah, they live up here now too. Yeah, it's a big blessing. So we always been family oriented, and we try to go back home whenever we can to visit, because we ain't never forget where we came from.
100%.
But yeah, we had it tough growing up. I ain't gonna say we was like just down bad, but we had it rough. But we made it. We made what we could out of it, and we made it work.
Well, man, I mean, enthusiasm and charisma characters, it's a no-brainer with y'all, and regardless whether you here or there, y'all carry where you from very well in the best way possible. Yeah. And through the way y'all contribute to the game, and like I said, at the start, I appreciate y'all sharing y'all's story, because it's one thing about seeing an athlete perform, right? And you never know who's watching, but it's another thing about getting to know them and getting a deeper dive. And speaking of deeper dive, the Next Play Nation community kind of want to know more about, like, y'all. What's some challenges? Any challenges that y'all may have just went through this week? I know I definitely went through a few myself. I know we all have. And I asked that not just to throw out a random, question, but those in the moment things happen everywhere. Right? They happen on the court. I just seen 2 games this past weekend that were tied up. Dang, they're going in overtime. So, like, and the game reflects life so much. So just this week, the games aside, what did you see? What did you, if it was minor, if it was major, anything?
So yeah, so with me having kids, I gotta be. It's like a alert every day,
Mhm.
and my daughter, she's finna be 1 next month on the 6th, and she's special needs, so she's a trach baby. So any given time, any given situation, something can happen. Like so, I always gotta be aware. I always gotta be on my P's and Q's with her. So that's a challenge within itself. Just making sure that she's she's properly taken care of and she's getting the proper support that she needs.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
100%.
Mine's looking the same. I got kids too, so challenge is for me just making sure they have everything. It's mostly a challenge for me. Just coming to my mind right now, just making sure my kids straight. I got 4 girls. I just make sure they straight and they got everything. That's basically it.
100%. Without knowing y'all, I wouldn't put it past y'all that y'all are, great role models and great, responsible men to y'all daughters. And I just, again, man, I don't ever have a problem, giving people their flowers when they deserve them, because it's not enough of that. And like I said, bro, I just applaud y'all. Y'all could have came on here and said anything else. Y'all could have used anything as an example. You used your kids, and you said that with pride and passion, and that's just real. And I appreciate that because, like I said, this is a open flow. You know what I mean? And I'm not here interviewing y'all. We talking to each other, and y'all are helping me. I'm learning from y'all just as much as vice versa. So, like I said, definitely appreciate that. I know growing up as a kid, hooping with your friends, it was always like, I'm so and so. Player comps.
Yeah.
I give every time I watch a game, I give each and every one of y'all, I'm like, oh, he played like, oh, he just did the little, you know what I mean? So what was a player comp that, tell me how you as a kid, who you was like, okay, this is my guy. And then, also you can go into who other people would say you were like.
Well, I was kind of a late bloomer. So, with me being tall, I always had to be under the rim and stuff. So I kind of, people kind of told me that I kind of played, what was the guy name? I don't think he in the league no more. He was like he was a slept on talent, but I can't remember. But recently, like as I'm playing now, as I've gotten better over the time, I get comparisons to, like I said, Dennis Rodman. People call me. People say I look like Giannis and I got his his tenacity and stuff, but I'd be like, nah, Giannis, that's too much,
Yeah.
And
you can't comprehend.
people say I have like a little Tim Duncan game in me, but I don't. I just say I'm my own person. Like I don't like to be compared to nobody, because all them guys all them guys, they been there, done that.
Right.
I'm still just trying to playing the game for fun because I love it. So, I don't like to compare myself to nobody.
Right.
But if I do compare myself to somebody, I always just say I'm the modern day Dennis Rodman, because, I just like the way he played with the fire intensity. He rebounded, he defended, he didn't care about scoring.
Monster.
And that's exactly my game. Like, I don't care about scoring. I just want to rebound. I just want to play defense, and I just want to, make the game fun. Like, let's talk a little trash.
Yeah.
But let's, keep it respectful. I'm not gonna call you out your name. Let's just have a little fun. We ain't like, of course, it's gonna be curse words, but we ain't gotta curse each other out.
Just
like,
competing,
just curse at me. I curse at you. Let's shake hands after the game.
And we
like
good.
Men.
Like men.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah, it's hard to do that
100%.
now. But,
100%.
you got some people that can do it. You got some people that can't do it. But, it's all a part of the game.
100%. 100%. Did you have anybody that somebody may have looked at you and watched you play and say, hey, man, you remind me of, or
Yes.
anybody that you
Please
looked up
don't
to
lie.
growing up and you was like, man, look, I'm gonna buy the headband just like him and go crazy.
Please
Nah. It's Melo. Carmelo.
Melo?
Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody compare me to nobody. Nobody compare me to nobody.
What is it about Melo? Because you said it like it is what it is. There's no list. There's no 1, 2, 3. He didn't even give me an option. He says Melo. It's just that.
It's just Melo. I just like his game.
Mm-hmm.
He got the minute, and he just I don't know. I just like his game, man.
100%.
I try to play like him, but
yeah.
Like he said, they didn't did. I got a long way to go to do what he did, but
yeah,
it's just gonna.
He's lying. He said he don't get
100%. I think,
no
man, growing up, like, you see a basketball, you know what a basketball is, but I think when I realized I was in love with the game of basketball it was 100% Kobe being Bryant, and I think that
most definitely
I blame Kobe for how I see the game. Like
Kobe different,
and I would watch his highlights
what's going
crazy.
On? Kobe.
And it's more than his highlights. It was more so the type of person he was. And unfortunately, he passed away the day before my birthday.
Oh,
and
man.
I'll tell you, I knew what basketball was. Like, I played it. Like, 2K was my thing. Like, one birthday, my mom asked me, like, what I wanted to do. I was like, I just want to play 2K. And being that Kobe was, we talk about mentality, you talk about approach to the game. I think what makes me appreciate you more than I did prior to this episode is that I'm a huge, like, you ask me my top 5, I'm going Curry, I'm going Bean, I'm going KD, I'm going Timmy, I'm going Dennis. And it's a reason for all of it. And with Tim Duncan, you just don't get that simple approach to the game with and a champion at the same time like that. And Dennis, I think if you're not approaching the game like Dennis Rodman, just hang your jersey up. He said, I don't want to look pretty. After the game, I want my face broken, my nose broken. I want to come out there bruised, bumped up, and scarred, And I'm a huge Dennis Rodman advocate. I have Dennis Rodman t-shirts. I got Dennis Rodman Funko Pops. And two areas of the game I take pride in is playmaking and scoring. Yeah. And speaking of Carmelo Anthony and that being somebody that you respect, whose game you respect, it's so crazy. When I saw your game and I first saw you work that mid-range, I was like, I kind of wrote you off because I'm like, he just teasing. Like, he ain't really gonna. And the way you appreciate the mid-range is crazy because it's not appreciated. And I'm not saying that in like a cliche way. I'm saying it in what we've become so accustomed to is behind the arc.
Yeah.
So what is your thought process? What is your mindset when you're working out? And when I say that, you're not just stepping up and shooting. I saw you do stuff that I couldn't comprehend in the mid-range area. I saw you have your way in the mid-range area. I saw you be a resilient dog in the mid-range area. And in a second, I'll pull up my own personal analysis on you. But, I got it off the top of my head. I already knew what type of player you were. And when another player asked me about you, I told him, I said, I'm going to tell you this. There's not a way to stop what he's doing if he stays consistent and he continues to hone that. But you got to figure out a way to slow it down because either way, you're going to drown. It's just a matter of how fast and how you do it. And that was the way I described your approach, your offensive approach to the game. So,
man, I don't know. That mid-range it's an easier shot. I'm not gonna take nothing hard. I'm just gonna make the game the easiest possible. And I know that's what I like to do, and I know I can get to that spot easy. So I'm just gonna do that. And if you ain't stopping it, I'm gonna keep doing it until you find a way to stop it. Then when you find a way to stop it, I got something else coming for you.
100%. And it's hard to find somebody. It's hard to stop somebody who can work out in that mid-range area because, like I said, there's so many things, and it's just ironic that I'm able to share this space with a bunch of threats that inside the arc, and not to say not outside, but it's just ironic because the name of the show is Inside the Arc. Mm-hmm. And again, just appreciative of what people contribute to the game. Like you may be somebody's once in a lifetime chance of seeing somebody really work the mid-range, really go. Another player I've seen do it is I think AD. He did one, the turnaround fadeaway he did, it looked like he was a couple feet taller. You know what I mean? And I was just like, so, and seeing you, I think I got to see you, tease that post a little bit, but man, like the skill set you have with your moves, it's just, you can't really comprehend it. And some things in life you just can't comprehend. You just gotta deal with it.
Time. I'm training with time, man.
Yeah.
Tell me hunt spots.
100%. Yeah.
That's it, man.
Let's talk about the driveway, backyard. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the feuds. Let's talk about the one-on-ones. Tell me the truth. Nah, let's talk about it.
We beat each other. Ain't nobody over. He'll beat me, I'll beat him.
Mhm.
You'll never know who will win. But
Yeah.
if we gonna say who gonna win the most, I'm gonna say me.
100%. I seen there was the game, and I'm figuring out like who is, first of all, trying to figure out y'all are brothers.
Yeah.
I had an analysis on a Thompson, and then I'm looking at another Thompson play, and I'm like, hold up, he's playing a little different.
Yeah.
Like totally, and I'm like, okay. And then somebody mentioned that y'all were brothers. I'm like, okay. So then I'm trying to figure out who's oldest, and then I see you jawing at him, and then I'm like, he's the youngest. I'm like, no, wait a minute, no, he's definitely the oldest. He's the oldest. And man, that was one of the most special games I got to see because both of y'all were just, going crazy both sides of the floor, and I'm glad that you was able to get in his head. I'm glad that you were able to antagonize him at points. It was a good thing to see. Like, who doesn't like to see a brother?
It really was fun.
I
think y'all became the personality of the game at a certain point. Now, once the broadcasters knew, and what's funny is the broadcaster turned around to me because I tapped him. I said, I think they're brothers. So he announced it. He turned around. He said, hey, are you sure, man? I don't want nobody getting mad at me and they're not really brothers. I said, nah. I said, I believe so. I said, let me step out the gym in case. So I'm gonna wait till you. Yeah. So. Man, that's amazing. I know the battles I had with my brother weren't.
That's pretty
a lot of flagrant fouls
growing up.
Yeah.
Hey, we still go hard at each other. Like,
that's good.
It ain't gonna be easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make you work. You gonna make me work, man. Ain't nothing changing.
That's the love. That's the love you're supposed to carry. Every day.
That's that passion for the sport.
100%.
Every time I get a chance to go at him, I'm gonna go at him. You know, especially if he in another jersey. Even if I'm not holding him, I'm gonna tell whoever holding him to kill him. Make sure he don't score.
Definitely something I noticed about your game, 100%. And which leads me to want to ask you. So I noticed, first weekend or first openings, it was more like I'm witnessing, in a pure manner, and then I'm getting to make assumptions and make guesses, but just paying attention to your game. What is that motive that keeps you so stern on both sides of the ball? Like, what is, I know it's something that we won't be able to identify, being that you have, it's an intangible that you have that it's unbreakable. But I mean, looking at you, I wouldn't mind letting you bring the ball up the court.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind putting you in that, hey, I'm about to race your heart. This is the last shot, you'll take it. Yeah. And I would, and I seen one play, something you did, it stood out. Like, I loved it. Like, I was like, man, crazy. You had a good play, but then you had a bad play. And then there was a play where you was pissed off at somebody. And then I saw you in the middle of all that, you turned around, your teammate was communicating to you. You received it, took it, and it was next play. And when I say next play, it's not ironic. And when I spoke to, like, when Jared first spoke to me and explained to me what this league is a service for, and I understood the concept of the culture of the league, I'm like, who's embodying it? In what ways? And I think a major way that you embody that is just being so resilient and showing people that, hey, I can be passionate, I can be bad, I can be good, I can be a listening ear, I can be coachable. Yeah. And it's so many talented guys that hoop all day, every day, but you won't fit in the system. And I think you are more than a system guy. I wouldn't put a label on you, but I would definitely say that you're somebody who you have to be appreciated. Yeah. And sometimes if a guy like you was in the league, it probably take to after your career to appreciate some type of things you bring to the game. So 100%.
I feel that.
100%.
I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
People don't like him just because he talks trash.
Right.
They know it's basketball.
100%.
Like, it's soft.
Mm-hmm. And you said something that you literally basically like took a script out of my head. You said, I'm gonna be in your grill all the time. And I tell people that I've had guys, it's not a secret. I'm 5'9", 5'10",
right.
So, we in the post and you crying about me. We gotta get in the weight room, Papa. Like, I'm the littlest dude in here. I don't want to hear nothing. Yes, I'm jumping over your show. When you go home, Work on them free throws, because I'm gonna have you there all
Right.
night. And that's that approach you have to the game is, man. And I hope these episodes, I hope, you know, these moments that we take to appreciate what you done, what's going on. And this isn't about basketball. This ain't about y'all hooping. There's more to this. You know what I mean? There's more to y'all than
Basketball.
you know, a basketball. And that's why we see such a great reflection in y'all's game.
Yeah.
And talk about navigation, you know, navigating and maneuvering. You do it so well against the defense, and not in the way you think. It's not like a defender here, I move there, or a defender there, I move here, or clogged here, I pass here. You know how to articulate the openness of the wings and how clogged the post is. You can see the court without the ball in your hands. You can see the court without seeing the court. You're well at communicating even without communicating. And like I said, it's not something you can watch and go home. You have to appreciate it. You go talk about these things. People make podcasts for seeing the type of things that you do on the court, specifically with your offense. And I wouldn't doubt that somebody like Melo would probably appreciate somebody like you carrying that type of style to your game and that type of, you know, you impacting other people. You probably gonna have a little kid probably trying to learn you never know. And so that's one thing I've seen about your game. And what goes through your head as far as like, it's game time, you know, navigating, I don't know, like anything.
What's up with me?
Yeah, you.
I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah, you. I'm talking to you.
I just play to win. Like, whatever I got to do to get the job done. Even though, like, we kind of on a little losing streak right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still gonna give it my all because I like to win. My friends, Hawk and Machio in Louisiana, they were the same way. They got me how I am. Like, just keep going, man. Just keep fighting. So I just keep going. I just play to win, and that's basically it.
Yeah, winner's mentality. You can't really go wrong with a winner's mentality. And I'll tell you, you know, most people, they look at you and see a guy with a basketball, but, you know, it's contract conversations. Everybody can't be in them, but you the type of guy that can be in a contract conversation. Say, what's your approach to the game? What's your motive? You said, I want to win. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And what guy wouldn't take a guy who wants to win? Okay, yeah, we'll put you in our system. We'll, you know, formulate. That's how you get things formulated around you. You know, not to piss a few players off, but not crying about calls and going to the line and missing the free throws and like stuff like that. We got to focus on what we can control.
True.
And that's one thing I think you both do well at. You know, I didn't see some WWE moves be put on you, and I seen officials look at me, and I'm like, I can't call nothing.
Right.
But you know, and like you, I respect you for being so resilient and being as, you know, keeping that aggression. I think, and I want to get y'all's take on this. I want to see how y'all feel. I want to stir up the pot a little bit. We don't play defense anymore. We do it because we have to. Nobody plays defense, and I know you're gonna disagree. That's why he is an exception, because I feel like there's conversations me and you can have that other people wouldn't be able to comprehend. Because when I tell you the two things I look to do is set my guys up and play defense. I'll be the littlest guy on the court. I'll set a screen and knock somebody out. Try it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the heart, you approach it with. So it's hard to get that 20 a night when you got heart in front of you, right?
Most
definitely. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the size of the dog. So, yeah, man. I don't think nobody plays defense. I mean, playing defense. Like
you got a point.
I can identify, for example, your style. Like, I can identify you as a. No, he don't. Oh, you talking about the three? No, he's a two-way. You're a two-way, so I can identify that. Most and definitely. Being able to identify that, it's not like I can just look. Oh, he got to stop. Your approach to defense. You have a mindset. You have a thought process.
Most definitely.
You know, so yeah, man. What's y'all take on that?
Yeah, we don't play defense, no.
Yeah.
You can just you gotta watch out him. He play defense. Like, you got your people who play defense.
I ain't gonna lie, it's really content. Like, everybody that come in the gym want to do this, want to do that. They want to do what they want to do. Everybody want to score 30. Everybody want to score 40. Everybody want to be seen. Instead of just coming to actually hoop. Like, don't get me wrong, you got people that's actually coming to hoop and just play the game because, you know, but 9 times out of 10, you got somebody getting watched with a camera and
Yeah.
not getting solo film.
100%.
You know, and ain't nothing wrong with that, but like,
I think you kind of held the shield up for me before I could get it out because
Yeah,
I knew
for
for a
real.
fact there was some segments that a lot of people not gonna like, and that's one of them. I'm like, okay, everybody want to look cute, right? Everybody want to put up 20, 25 a night.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. You're gonna go from here putting up 20, 25 a night. The next level you're gonna put up 15 a night, and then the next level, guess what? You're a rebounder. We pay you to rebound. Mitchell Robinson got a bag out this world.
Ooh.
He's paid to rebound and block the
Paid
ball.
to rebound and
When
block the
people
ball,
understand
yes.
that there are roles, I don't care that you was in 6th grade dunking on 8th graders. That's cute. When you here, you're going to rebound the ball. When you here, you're going to get back. You're going to put a hand on somebody's hip. You're going to get in somebody's face. You're going to send somebody to the line, and you're going to risk all 6 of them fouls you got every night. You're going to give it all you got. You're
Sound
going
like
to fall
PJ
on the floor.
Tucker.
You're going to fall into the stanchion. You're going to play ball. If you don't want to play ball, go somewhere else where they're going to allow you to not play ball.
Most
But like
definitely.
I said, you only get that from players who appreciate the game. And the way you appreciate the game allows myself and is going to allow others to appreciate you even more. And that's why I'm very adamant about this being a discussion.
Yeah.
I'm very adamant about this being not our platform. You know, this is because we learned so much from y'all. Y'all are the reason we're able, you know, to do these things and make these things come into play. And like I said, man, I overly appreciate y'all. I'm 100% assuming we're definitely gonna have more segments in the future.
Most
for
definitely.
Sure. Just closing out, I want to just speak on the game as a whole and the league as a whole. And shout out Jared for everything he does for the organization and everything he's about to do, even putting things such as this in place. And I think you two are a great embodiment of what he wants this league to stand for. And but you're so much bigger than whatever you're doing. Understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put it past y'all that y'all couldn't thrive in any other area. And I'm looking forward to seeing now more than ever, like 100%. And not just to see y'all, I want to see y'all succeed. And the only thing me wanting to see every single athlete I come across in this league succeed is just gonna cause y'all to compete against each other. And some of y'all are gonna be able to come to me and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna say, hey, you did it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my goggles on. We're gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
We did it. And then some of y'all gonna come to me and say, I'm working on it. And that's fine. But nonetheless, it's just important that we appreciate y'all.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having us out.
100%. Inside the Arc Podcast, again, with
Elliot for the Blazers.
Ken Thompson for the Superstars.